Okay, so I'm pretty sure you've all seen the big news at this point, and I have to say, Erling Haaland to Manchester City might just be the most broken transfer I've heard of in my entire life. I feel like we're living in a FIFA simulation, because right everyone, it is Finn here, and as I said, I'm pretty sure you've all heard it by now, but Erling Haaland, the Norwegian prodigy, the 21-year-old brilliant future of football, has just moved to Manchester City for £63 million. That's right, Manchester City have apparently paid off Erling Haaland's £63 million release clause. In a world where the likes of Harry Maguire moves to Manchester United for like £85 million for £20 million less than that, you've got what many people believe is a future Ballon d'Or winner. Obviously, the news was released today that apparently later this week, Manchester City and Erling Haaland, they all announced on social media that it is confirmed. And as I said, I just cannot believe it. And this might officially be the most broken transfer I've ever heard about. Apparently, his contract's going to last till 2027, which, can you imagine, Erling Haaland 5 years in the Premier League with Manchester City, as if they weren't dominant enough nowadays. And you just think about them. Obviously, I feel like this is kind of Pep Guardiola's way of saying, look, I didn't win the Champions League, but all is forgiven. And let's be honest, if you don't win the Champions League, but you bring in the likes of Erling Haaland, I'm pretty sure all is forgiven. And I mean, what a signing Manchester City have on their hands. I mean, yes, he was injured for quite a large portion of the season, but we all know what a beast Erling Haaland is. Obviously, looking further into the contract, nothing has been quite confirmed yet on social media, but apparently so. They say that he won't be earning up to $500,000 a week like most people assume, that his contract will be around $375,000 a week, which, I mean, boo-hoo, I hope he's okay living in his cardboard box with that amount of money. But of course, Erling Haaland, as I said, I cannot believe he has moved to Manchester City for £63 million. Look, I think it was inevitable. I mean, there are only few clubs in the world that could have afforded him anyway. I mean, Real Madrid, Chelsea, and Manchester City, probably the only three that spring to mind in my opinion. But as I said, to have one of the greatest strikers in the world at the moment with a £63 million release clause, how have Manchester City managed to get Erling Haaland for 40 million less than the likes of Jack Grealish? As I said, it's almost Manchester City's way of making up for all of their expenditures over the last few years, saying, you know what, you say we spend a lot of money on mediocre players and we don't win a Champions League, well, there you go. We're going to get a future Ballon d'Or winner for like half the price that he's actually valued at. As I said, it is absolutely broken. And as I said, as a Manchester United fan, it absolutely hurts me such an extreme amount. The fact that, once again, our rivals just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger, while we just seem to suffer more and more and more. I mean, we've got no signs of improvement yet. We're getting a new manager, but once again, our team just seems to get worse and worse every single week. And there you go, top of the Premier League goes ahead and gets the likes of Erling Haaland. Once again, football is so completely broken at the moment. I mean, I was watching that Manchester City versus Newcastle United game the other day, and even the commentators were going on saying, with the money that is currently in Newcastle United, they wouldn't be surprised if Man City versus Newcastle was the game to watch in a few years. Which, once again, it is so tragic how much money is in the modern day game of football. And I mean, if you're a team that has no money, you unfortunately nowadays don't have a chance of really rising with the rest. And once again, for Manchester City, every single season, to be able to splash the cash, and I mean, I guess good business is good business, because not all their players that they have brought in have been world class. They've made a lot of players world class, but Erling Haaland definitely tops the cake. Obviously, I mean, for the last season or two, he's been rumored to leave the likes of Borussia Dortmund. We all know that that was inevitable. He was always linked to Manchester City. Of course, his father played for Manchester City before Manchester City was actually a known club. Before that, when everyone thought that United was the only club in Manchester. But obviously, times have changed. Manchester City have a better reputation than Manchester United at the moment. They're more likely to win trophies. They're more likely to win multiple trophies. I mean, why wouldn't Erling Haaland move to Manchester City with the kind of money they've got at the moment? And as I said, he's set to earn about 120,000 less than Kevin De Bruyne. How Manchester City have managed to pull that off, I'm shocked, to be honest with you. But as I said, I mean, Manchester City, they've needed a new striker. I just didn't expect it to be Erling Haaland. I mean, obviously looking at them over the last season after selling the likes of Aguero, many people thought they would fail as they didn't sign a new striker over the previous 2 transfer windows. But obviously playing in the false 9 positions with the likes of Phil Foden or Gabriel Jesus picking up form from time to time, they have managed. I mean, they got to a Champions League semi-final. They've got into 2 cup finals, top of the Premier League. They've kind of proven that they didn't need a striker. And the fact that they went to buy probably one of the most informed strikers in the world at the moment, it's kind of a big FU, kind of a big middle finger to the rest of the world, you know. As I said, it is tremendously sad, especially because, I mean, as I said, I'm a Manchester United fan. But you look at a club like Liverpool, for example, once again, another one of United's biggest rivals, but they don't splash the cash like your Chelsea does or like your Manchester City does, but yet they still push above the rest. And once again, it's kind of sad to see a team that builds excellent players from the relegation zone. As I said, you look at Liverpool, some of the players they've had over the last few years to help them win trophies, the likes of Shaqiri, Wijnaldum, Robertson, Van Dijk, all of these players coming from relegation zone teams or relegated teams, and they've built something special. And then Manchester City just go ahead and they splash the cash once again. But as I said, it's a very peculiar, very, very strange scenario this time around. As I said, I've got no idea what to make of the £63 million buy. I mean, in modern day football, that is an absolute steal. And I'm sure Manchester City, with a striker like Erling Haaland, I hate to say this as a United fan, but I think you're going to win at least 4 out of 5 of the next Premier Leagues, if not 5 out of 5. I think we are seriously in an era where Premier League could be a farmers' league for the next few seasons. I mean, we've been making fun of the Bundesliga, saying that it's such a farmers' league, that Bayern Munich have won it for 10 seasons in a row. But I don't think it is incredibly impossible or unlikely that that'll happen in the Premier League with Erling Haaland. I mean, he is a fantastic striker. I mean, if you look at his strike rate for both Borussia Dortmund, when he played at RB Salzburg, whether it be in the Bundesliga, whether it be in the Champions League, we know how lethal a player like Erling Haaland is. I mean, he is a natural-born athlete when it comes to strength, when it comes to pace, when it comes to goal-scoring ability. And once again, can you imagine him in a team with Kevin De Bruyne, with your Mahrez, with your Sterling, with your Gundogan, no matter who you put in that team? I think, once again, this might be the most broken. I mean, as I said in the beginning of the video, it is literally like playing a game of FIFA where you can just buy absolutely anyone you want. I mean, Manchester City, you have done something incredibly special. And as I said, this might save Pep Guardiola's reputation. Look, as I said, he's going to win trophy after trophy for Man City, but the big question was on the Champions League. And to buy a player who's got a fantastic record in the Champions League, once again, Pep has saved himself. And I think getting the likes of Erling Haaland is a great step forward in terms of Man City wanting to win the Champions League. As I said, absolutely fantastic striker. And now, I mean, Manchester City can prepare for next season's Champions League. They can get running and going because they've got a fantastic player now. Obviously, as I said, it was always inevitable in my mind, but I mean, at the same time, I didn't see it coming. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all the information we have right now. As I said, that it hasn't been confirmed on Manchester City or any other page at the moment, but it has been official on all other official news sites. Obviously, the likes of Fabrizio Romano and all of the other journalists have announced it official. Obviously, absolutely massive news in the world of football. And I want you guys to tell me in the comment section down below, have Manchester City officially turned the Premier League into a farmers' league? Because, I mean, I think so, to be honest with you. And it is terrifying. And it is sad as a Premier League fan, not just as a United fan, but as a Premier League fan, to see that the most powerful, the best league in general in the entire world could turn into a farmers league. As I said, it's quite sad. But guys, leave a like down below, subscribe. Obviously, don't forget to do that. Yeah, as I said, I'm just in shock at the moment. This absolutely blindsided me. But guys, until next time, this is Finn, FYNN. Cheers.